Hello, everybody. Here I am with a part two, and there will be a part three, maybe even a four or five series on Sensational Malibu Ken. In this part two, I'd like to point out something that may not be too obvious, but as an adult, it is. Mattel has, like any other business, has always sought out to, you know, get as much bang for their buck. Okay, and I noticed some things like how cheap they can be. You know, Sensational Malibu Ken. Uh, this I'm gonna concentrate on this version, the white one, because the black one and the Hispanic one will have other separate reviews because I can't cram it all in. But the thing about this white one is that I noticed this is the 1981 issue. Now, Sensational Malibu was obviously one of the most successful beach lines because it was produced for about 3 years during 1981, 82, and 83. Okay, now there's always a lot of confusion about when was the doll released, when is the doll from. Well, the reason why the confusion happens so much, especially back then, is because in the boxes it will have 1 year, but the year that the doll was made is not necessarily the year that the doll was either released onto the public. Sometimes it was released onto the same year, but not likely. Usually it was released the year after. Okay, that's why dolls like Hispanic Barbie and Black Barbie, there's a discrepancy of people say, well, they belong to the 70s, no, they belong to the 80s. Well, they belong to the 70s technically because they were made in 1979, but technically they're 80s because they weren't released until 1980. But I digress. I noticed Mattel's cheapness because for the 1981 Ken, look, even the packaging. Okay, it had a flap here that obviously this was designed, to hang from a pegboard, at a store. Okay, it had this flap. Okay, where it had the little computer lines, to make sure that these dolls weren't stolen. Okay, but now this box is either 1982 or 83. Now this box, look, it closes, but it doesn't have the flap to hang from the pegboard at a store. Why? Again, so they can save on cost on making these boxes. Again, Mattel's always cutting corners everywhere. And again, you don't notice these things as a child, but as an adult, it's like wow. And another blaring difference between the 83 Ken and the 81 Ken is, yes, of course, the booklets. The booklets are a tip off because this one says 81 and this one 83, featuring the dolls of the line. Although without the pamphlets, the dolls look identical. Right? Wrong. Here's another detail. You see, for the 81 version, the liner has three panels. Of course, the back side, a right panel and a left panel, you know. But by the 83 version, there's only two panels, the back and the right. They eliminated using this panel, okay, because again, to keep costs lower, to get more boxes out of the cardboard, so make him cheaper, Now, this is a beach doll, okay? You don't get any more basic than this. Brother Man's only got underwear, his swimsuit, a towel, and a pair of sunglasses. You don't get any more basic than that, But when I was a little boy, I would love to get Ken out of his liner, because I used to play that this. Oh, I'll pick it up later. This plastic thing that kept his arms attached to the liner was his book pack, his book bag. Okay, screw it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna show it. I like to keep my videos short and concise, so forgive me if I'm, Okay, see, this is what I thought. This little piece of plastic. I thought, oh, Ken has a backpack. So this is what I would play. I would play, oh, Ken has a backpack. Coincidentally, as a child, I was never allowed to have a backpack, a book bag that you'd carry in your back. Because my dad felt that if I did, it was going to make me hunched over, you know. Well, whatever. A little unrelated factoid about my life. Okay, so Ken has a backpack. You can put in here his towel, you know, and there, he doesn't have to swing it around, There, Ken is wearing his towel as a backpack. Do 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 do. Hello, everybody. I'm a Ken doll. Chances are I'm a surfer, dude, but I can't really do my hands in the surfer signals. Anyways, I'll get you back, with Donnie. Thank you, Ken. Anyways, so that's pretty much it. I wanted to point that out to you. How well, Mattel, again, cheap as they can be. Again, and I said this in other videos, that as enamored as we always are with these dollies, well, we often can't forget that everything about these gorgeous dolls, they're all business decisions, and the business decisions, are, well, to favor Mattel and their shareholders or everybody else who, well, not everybody who works there, but, just the people on top. Because let's face it, the people on top, the powers that be, they're the ones who, get the real greens. While the, workers, anyways. So I've taken enough of your time. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And again, thank you for stopping by.